Today, from Oklahoma City, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Joe Burrow and the Oklahoma City Nighthawks taking on Justin Fields and the New Orleans Saints.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for a long period.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A look at the numbers for Doyle from a week ago. 11 catches, 74 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And he's taken down here by the Saints. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there on 3rd down.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
After the sack on first down, Burrow. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader, because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now a 2nd down and 6. Play action. It's Fields. In trouble, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Third and long. It's Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now Burrow on first down. Left side, Doyle with it. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
4 yards remain for second down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's got Jack Doyle. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And Burrow going to throw again. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in by Ridley here. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll run high, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. One man in the backfield, Murray on 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. Touchdown! Jack Doyle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Nighthawks are able to add on to that lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Returning it, Justice Hill. And able to get this out to the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fields now to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Fields. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Here's Fields. This will be caught once again by Brown. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running left, Taylor. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Taylor. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Fields. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Randy Gregory in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
3rd and goal they decided to throw for, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash, this from 33. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that 1st quarter and come back with their 1st points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Time for the next drive. We'll see what tight end Jack Doyle and the rest of this offense can do. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. but he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Robert Quinn. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Jalen Waddle deep to return it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. 2nd down and 3. On the draw is Taylor, fighting him off. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields over the middle here to Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got him in, it's Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing again is Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Darius Slayton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Point after try forthcoming. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
To throw again on second down. Burrow complete. Smith has it. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He dumps it to Hyde. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Burrow's throw complete here to Doyle. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And they say officially it's a 68-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
They got completion there, but that's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Fields. And that'll be incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Fields. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A shotgun snap, Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he could turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. 2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Fields. That's complete to Slayton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. This will be caught by Brown. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Out of the gun, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. This one caught by Ridley. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. A chance for Waddle on the return. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. I'm
with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Here's Fields. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Runs over him. He's got Smith here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Murray. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now it's Burrow. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Going with a screen for Murray. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
2nd and 11. Now Burrow. He's got Jack Doyle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Nighthawks are once again back in front. Well, late turnovers so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will make this a 4-point game. A 10-play drive that time. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, Fields. And he rifles one incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Oh, he sheds himself free. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, Fields. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Fields. He finds his man. Complete. That's Brown. Fields on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. To the air again, Fields. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And a short gain down to about the 33. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Fields. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Fields throwing again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. That goes out wide to Murray. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Burrow on third down. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he's got some space here. And touchdown! Randall Cobb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Nighthawks are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man is Hill. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. His throw incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Throwing on third down, Fields. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, Fields. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now it's Fields. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Saints are right back in this football game.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run it again with Hyde. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they will take a knee here. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Waddle now to return it. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the home team here, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.